guys, I'm Kshitija. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about one topic which is going to help all of you who are planning to move to US or have recently moved to US. So if you're watching my video for the first time, let me give you guys a quick introduction, or you can also watch my introductory video. The link is right here. So my name is Kshitija Zadav. I have moved to US in 2019. So through my videos, I try to share my experiences about living in US as an Indian. So let's go ahead and talk about this topic. When I moved here, I really wished that I had someone to talk to about what steps am I supposed to take, like what are the immediate actions that should be taken once I have moved here. Or I wish I had watched a few videos, because my husband and I, we have delayed a lot in a lot of things because we didn't know like when were we supposed to do, what were we supposed to do. So I hope this video is going to be helpful to all of you. 5 things to do after moving to US. And by 5 things, I mean the 5 very important things that you should do immediately after moving to US. The first very important thing that you should be doing after coming here is opening a bank account. If you're here for work, your employer might most probably open a bank account for you. If not, do open a bank account on your own. And along with the bank account, also a credit card. Do apply for a credit card once you're here. Now, this is because you need a very good history when it comes to your credit score, because it totally depends on that when you're buying your house or buying cars in the future. So make sure you do apply for a credit card. And also, if you're having a dependent coming along with you, make sure you're adding your dependent as an authorized user to your bank account or your credit card. This way, the partner or your dependent will also have a credit history created throughout this time. And now, if you're as a student, definitely a bank account is going to help you, and you can also apply for a student-based credit card, which is going to definitely help you. And it's also going to help you in the future when you start working. Your employer anyway will ask you to open a bank account, so that's going to save your time in the future. And if you are carrying any kind of travel exchange cards, I would say stop using those cards once you're here, and just get a credit card for yourself, because that's the travel exchange cards are not going to help you build any kind of credit history, or they're not going to be counted for your future loans. So do not use those travel exchange cards anymore and just go for a credit card. The second point, SSN or ITIN. So if you are eligible, depending on your visa status, do apply for a social security number, because that is going to be your major thing here. If you're not eligible for an SSN, do apply for an ITIN. ITIN, I think everybody is eligible for it. So if you have dependents along with you, do apply for an ITIN for your dependents and add them as your dependent while filing your taxes, which will help you in getting more tax returns. And if you are a student, ideally you're supposed to file like 0 income taxes too. That is what's an ideal thing to do. I am not sure if all students, like all international students, do that, but that is the reason you will need an ITIN for. And for visas like H4, wherein you're not eligible for an SSN, having an ITIN can help you as an ID for getting your driver's license and things like that. The next point is getting an ID. You don't want to carry your passport everywhere, so having an American ID is going to help you a lot. So get a state ID, apply for a state ID. It's a little time-taking thing because you will have to stand in queues and it's going to take time to get one. But it is very important to have an ID because it's safer to not carry your passport everywhere, right? And also, if you're planning to get a car, in fact, I would recommend to get a car for people who live in the suburbs or are not living in an area where you have great public transport, because it's honestly going to save a lot of money. Uber, Lyft here is not cheap. So yes, I recommend Uber and Lyft these two apps when it comes to getting taxis or rental cars. But trust me, it's very expensive to get taxis here. Instead, go for a cheaper, like cheapest option of car if you want like a used car or something for the initial few days, because that's going to save a lot of money. You can literally get you can literally buy cars here with a premium of $200 per month. So you can imagine how much money it's going to save. And if you're living in a area where you have great public transport, nothing like it, you are not gonna need a car, and so no driver's license. But yes, if you're planning to get a car, get a driver's license, because that another thing is also time taking, and you might want to start it soon because it's going to save your time later. And yes, for the people living in the downtown area or in the areas with good transportation, make sure you're downloading the local public transport apps, because they are always going to help you find the routes and the timings for the buses, trains, or whatever kind of public transport you have there. Because initially it is very confusing to know the roads or how to reach to some place. It's going to help a lot if you have those apps downloaded. The next point is health insurance. Let me tell you one fact if you're not aware of, that healthcare is very expensive in US. It is super, super, super expensive. So health insurance is a must. So if you're on a work visa, your employer most probably will have a health insurance for you. But in case if the employer has not provided a health insurance for you, do get one for yourself and also your dependents, especially you if you have kids coming along with you. You're gonna need the health insurance in the very initial stage, because at times kids fall sick because of the new weather and the change in everything, and that is going to save a lot of money, trust me. And also, if you're a student, most of the universities do provide a health insurance for the students. But just in case if you do not have a health insurance provided by your university, get one for yourself. Moving forward to the last point, which is primary care. So first, let me tell you how this thing works here. So normally, let's say you're sick, you go to your primary physician, which is your primary care. The primary care doctor will get a checkup done for you, and normally the appointments are at least a week ahead. It's not like I feel sick right now, can I go to a regular doctor? No, you can't. If you want to go to a doctor immediately, you need to go to ER, which is again very expensive. So having a primary care doctor is very important. And then when you get an appointment to your primary care doctor, that is where he will get a checkup done for you. And let's say if there is something that's major or of an area specific, let's say if you would want to go to a gynecologist, that primary care physician will prescribe you to a gynac, and then you go to a gynac. Now for gynacs, again, you do not get an appointment immediately. So primary care physician is important because he's or she is going to take care of your basic healthcare needs. And also for people who have existing health conditions while coming from India to USA, you will need a primary physician, because he or she is the one who is going to prescribe you the regular medications. Now, when it comes to the medication, it doesn't work here like it works in India, because let's say you need a kind of medicine which is not available over the counter. So yes, not all medicines here are available over the counter. You cannot just directly go to the pharmacy and ask for a basic medicine. They might not give it to you because you do not have a prescription. So this is where the primary care physician comes in the picture. The primary doctor will prescribe you the medicine, and the prescription is directly sent to the pharmacy. It's not like the prescription is given to you handy. It's directly sent to the pharmacy. You just have to go to the pharmacy and pick it up. So a primary care doctor is very important. These are the 5 things that I find really important. This is what I've learned through my experiences, and I hope this is going to help you. I have also shared a video previously about things to do before moving to US, so you can just check it out and that could be helpful too. If you enjoyed watching this video, do like it and also subscribe to my channel to watch more videos. And do follow me on Instagram, The Orange Plates. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good one. Bye bye.